So, I was in the middle of editing my newest video, and guess what happened? Episode 9 trailer came out. Now, listen, I know this might sound to you like a prank, but it isn't. I mean, the whole internet is all over it now. And if you haven't watched it yet, watch it please. I have concentrated my thoughts, and I know exactly how I feel about this thing. And I have to say, it's mixed. Like, it's very good, but there's also some negative criticism. Like, it's not completely good at all. There are some things that I think could be a bit controversial. So, let's start. Now, the trailer starts out with Rey standing in some deserty area. The question is it Jakku? It is obvious that Rey would return to Jakku to maybe investigate who her parents truly were, if Kylo was saying the truth or lying, and stuff like that. However, I don't think it is Jakku. While I said that she would return to Jakku in my plot prediction, this still kind of looks a bit different. I don't think at all that this is Tatooine. In fact, this is least likely to be Tatooine, though it is possible, seeing how J.J. Abrams wants to tie all the three trilogies together. Maybe this is Jeddah, which is most likely. Jeddah was seen in Rogue One, and this looks the most like it with the hills and the desert area combined. After narration by, I don't think it's Force Ghost Luke, I think it's what Luke taught to Rey but what we were not shown in episode 8. So after this narration, we see Kylo's TIE silencer approaches Rey and she does this incredible move and jumps in slow motion and it's perfect. Like, it's one of the best shots in this trailer, and maybe even in Star Wars. It's so cinematic and so wonderful. We then see this shot of Kylo Ren running fast with his lightsaber through this forest, and the background is very red, like the mineral beneath Krait's salt. And I have to say, this background and how he's just running on it and everything's red really reminds me of those scenes in Justice League. Just how the color is and just how the background is. So we then see this ship flying towards this new location, which some people could say could be Batuu, the planet that Galaxy Edge was based on, but I think it is not Batuu. I think that it is Zardota Styx, which is a moon that appeared in the Clone Wars show, and it's very similar to this place. So then we see Finn with this new haircut. And maybe it's not new, maybe it's just the angle, but it's probably new because it looks nothing like the one we saw in The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. And to me at least, this is far better than those. I prefer him being more hairy and having this style of hair than he ever had before. I like this version more. Plus, he now has Rey's staff in his hand. I'm not sure if anyone else in their breakdowns noticed this, but it looks like Rey gave him her staff. We then see this scene of Lando flying the Falcon, and I mean, it just brings a smile on my face to see Billy D. Williams laughing and like, ha ha! We then see this shot of a speeder chase and explosions going on in this desert planet, and this shot, this particular one, just reminds me of a certain part of the Battle of Crait. And then we see what this whole speeder chase is about. It's Finn and Poe and C-3PO being chased by someone. And is it just me, or does C-3PO look like he was photoshopped into this frame? Like, the lighting on him doesn't really match the rest of them. The next shot in the trailer is of course very emotional as we see Carrie Fisher. And J.J. Abrams has said that Carrie Fisher in this movie, her footage will not be CGI, but rather unused footage that they shot for episode 7, but did not use. And this is obvious, as she's having the same haircut that she did in The Force Awakens, not another one or the one we saw in The Last Jedi. And I'm okay with it. So the next shot is all of our heroes basically standing and looking at the Death Star. At least it seems like the debris and the remains of the Death Star. It could be something else, and they're trying to trick us. On this planet. And this planet really looks like Act 2. from episode 8 and episode 7. Like, really, it really has that grass and everything. Okay, now finally comes the moment that we've all been waiting for. The cherry on the top of the cake that is this trailer. Palpatine's laugh. As Luke says, "No one's ever really gone," which is actually his line from episode 8 when he said it to Leia, so it's reused. We basically hear Palpatine's laugh and it's like... And there's no doubt that this is Palpatine's laugh. This is actually kind of a combination of this laugh and this laugh. This has certain questions. So first of all, are they subverting our expectations? Maybe they're specifically making us think that Palpatine will be in our movie, but then it turns out that he's not there at all. But I doubt that, since Ian McDiarmid, the actor of Palpatine, was on the Star Wars Celebration panel where they showed the trailer for the first time to the audience before it even came out on the internet, and he was there and basically he said it, "Roll it again." So I doubt they just invited him there for all the audience to just subvert our expectations. So he's definitely in the movie. I mean, I think he's in the IMDb page of this movie. So my question is, if Palpatine is indeed returning, is he in flashbacks? Or did he survive and is now the main villain? If it's the first one, I'm okay with it. I'm very happy. But the second one, I would be really disappointed. I mean, I love Palpatine. He's my favorite villain of all time. Don't take me wrong, I absolutely love him. I am the biggest fan of him. I love acting as him. However, I think his story should have been completed by episode 6. Darth Vader's story is also completed by episode 6, since him killing Palpatine was the ultimate sacrifice and what the entire 2 trilogies in the beginning were leading up to. So if it turns out that Palpatine is still alive, then it's kind of retconning the entire point of the first 2 trilogies. And though I may be disappointed with that, there's still a possibility that J.J. Abrams could explain it well, especially connecting the 3 trilogies. Maybe Palpatine used the world between worlds that was presented in Rebels to somehow transport himself into the future to survive there, or maybe he just learned from Plagueis how to cheat death. So these were my thoughts on the trailer. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your theories, your discussions and everything. Did you like the trailer? Are you excited? Are you disappointed after episode 8 and you're gonna boycott it? Or are you gonna come to the theater no matter what? And leave your opinion in the comments below. Tell me what you think and tell me how did you like my review. Thank you. Goodbye.